Hey fam, Chichi here. Welcome back. Today I'm going to give you my full review of The Wedding Silk Santal 36 and The Wedding Velvet Santal 35. This is the brand new releases from Kayali. And I'm going to just tell you how I feel about it. But if you're new here, hey, I'm Chichi and I talk about all things lavish but logical. So if that's your sort of thing, go ahead, subscribe, make some friends in the comment section, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok. All right, so this is the first time that we have a dual release, which was kind of cool. Wedding, husband, wife, yes, it makes total sense. So I decided to buy the full bottle of the Silk Santal because that was more feminine, and only get the sample of the Velvet Santal. So we're gonna talk about the ladies first, always, of course. So this is how the bottle looks. I think this is a really beautiful bottle. It's definitely on theme. I really do like how the bottle looks, but do I like the juice? So I've worn this for quite some time, and the first thing I immediately get is some sort of sugaredness, okay? I immediately thought of the sugared patchouli that was in Vanilla Royale, but it wasn't patchouli. This one is musk. And I do get a hint of like that sparkly champagne aspect that's in the top, but there's something sweet. There's something very sweet that comes to my nose and throughout the entire wear of this fragrance. As I wore it throughout the days, I felt like it was definitely a mixture of a few Kayali fragrances. The more it dried down, the more I got a Vanilla 28 type of vibe, which is understandable. Now, these notes don't say nothing about no vanilla, so I don't know why I'm picking up Vanilla 28. Since we're talking about notes, might as well break them down. So we have sparkling champagne, white freesia, pink praline, lush nectarine, sandalwood, and sugared musk. I 1000% get that sugared musk. And I think the sweetness is coming from the praline, and that bright opening is the champagne. I do not get any of the nectarine, but I do get a little bit of the sandalwood. I wish the sandalwood came up just a little bit more. I wanted it a little bit more creamy. Okay, this one just got sweeter and sweeter throughout the day. And I was just like, oh, okay. Like, I get the underline of the sandalwood, but it's not the driving force of this particular fragrance. It, on my skin, is definitely that sugared musk. And this one made me feel sweet and pretty. Within the Kayali lineup, I definitely felt like it smelled like Vanilla 28, a touch of the Coco Vanille. Is it called Coco Vanille? Utopia Coconut. No, Utopia Vanilla Child, I'm getting it all mixed up. A touch of that one, and Musk 12. That's what I was picking up when I smelt these, and I really did like it. I really did. Like, I thought this was sweet and girly and something that would remind me of a wedding. Now, with that being said, because this reminded me of I guess a wedding, I don't go to weddings like that. So this one, had I smelt it in store, I would have just been like, oh, she's cute, and put her back down. This wasn't a fragrance that really shook me to my core, where it was like, yo, this one is a banger. I think it's really pretty. If you didn't like Vanilla 28, I definitely feel like you would like this a little bit more, because there's something about Vanilla 28, and child, you know, I talked about Vanilla 28. I really didn't like it. I only like it when it fully matures. So this one is a sugary, like more sugar. It's not like the brown sugar that's in the Vanilla 28. This one is a little bit better. Yeah, like if I had to choose between this and Vanilla 28, I would probably choose this one. But it's not shaking me to my core. You know, Kayali is known for layering, so I believe it is perfect for layering. It's a nice little undertone, you know, especially if you don't like patchouli. And this is where she and I vibe. I'm like, okay. as far as longevity goes, she did okay. I was able to smell her on my skin for at least 6 hours. So I was like, that's cool to me. Like I'm a happy girl when I get that much wear on it. But when you think of wedding, you think intimate. You want to be close up and snuggled up, slow dancing, okay, with the Luther. You want that. And I don't feel like it projected too far, but it had a nice little scent bubble. Now, what I do know with fragrances now is that you gotta let it macerate. And if this is anything like the Yum Pistachio, at first I was like, she really not hitting like that. Now, oh, she's woken up. So hopefully as this one sits a little bit longer, she'll get a little deeper, a little sexier, but she is very, very like sweet. It's nice. It's a nice fragrance. I'm not gonna lie. It's a nice fragrance. Now let's move on to Velvet Santal. Now, I went into this fully saying like, oh, this is gonna be a masculine scent. But in the promos, they said you can layer it. So I was like, okay, like at least get the sample, girl. I did not expect this to hit and thump the way that this does. This is sandalwood, okay? Oh my God. Absolutely loved it. I wanted to get the bottle only because I like the bottle. I was like, oh, that's a cute bottle, black bottle, it's something different. But the juice, sandalwood. I definitely got like the tea leaves. I could pick up on some tea. I definitely, in the opening, got the tea. This one has jasmine, tea leaves, white musk, cedarwood, benzoin, and sandalwood. There's a slight sweetness coming from somewhere. I don't know exactly which note. It might be the benzoin, it might be a little bit of the jasmine, who knows? But this, I love it. It's not too pencil shady either, because I was also a little nervous on that, because sometimes that sandalwood can be very quick with the pencil shavings. I get the woodiness. I loved it. I loved this one. And I just really didn't think I would at all. I was just like, oh, that's the men's fragrance. I think a woman can pull this off. I think a man could pull it off. It's definitely not too masculine, where it's like, oh, this is a cologne. No, there's a softness about this man. It's just like, oh, okay, daddy. Like, he's strong, but he's soft. He's like, all right, you know? But I absolutely love this. Wearing this, again, I got 6 hours on my skin. So I'm sorry. It was like, I couldn't believe that I really loved this one. And I was just like, damn, like, if I have to choose between the velvet or the silk, I'm going with the velvet. I'm going with the velvet. I know all the girlies are like, oh, the silk. No, if you like something a little bit sandalwoody, like more sandalwoody. I know a couple of my babes, y'all watching, who love sandalwood. Check this one out, because I was like pleasantly surprised by it. So of course, naturally, you want to mix it, because they're like, oh, mix it. Together, yeah, together they are really great. They're really great together. I think in my mind, when you layer the two, that's what I was expecting just from the silk. That's what a little sweetness, a little woodiness, the pencil shaving, just the hair, surprised by the tea and the jasmine, the sweetness, the sugar. Like, it's a lot going on. But together, it definitely, they just go together, okay? They just go together. But as far as this being masculine, it's Yeah, it's a unisex fragrance, definitely, because I want to buy a full bottle of this. I'm going to try to hold out until, you know, that Kayali Huda Beauty, you know, around Thanksgiving, the sales that they normally have. But yeah, this one really, really surprised me. I was just not expecting to like it. I just thought it was going to be an assault on my nostrils, and it was like, oh, it wasn't. And both of these are labeled intense. You know how I feel about that word, especially with Kayali. But I really think that it's gonna deepen up once it sits a little bit more. But baby, this one, it's this one. Like, she cool. Like, I feel like the cute little, like, feminine girls, they're gonna love this one. If you're that type of girl, you're gonna love it. But this one, she different. She needs to be added to the collection. And I don't say that a lot about Kayali fragrances, but this one, I need this one. Like, I definitely need that bottle. I love the bottle. I love the scent of that one. It's ticking all the boxes. I already mixed it, but it mixed together. It's what I wanted. And of course, you do your concoctions and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get that one because that one is just, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.